Okay, so I'm going to show you some really simple massage techniques to help somebody who's suffering from tension around their shoulders, neck, and possibly causing them tension headaches, because people tend to find that their shoulders get higher and higher as these muscles contract. So really simple. This is sort of stuff you can do on your husband or wife. You can get your kid to have a go at doing it on you. 5-10 minutes. All you need, sit in a chair, clothes on, clothes off with a bit of oil, whatever works for you. So the muscles we're going to work on are mainly trapezius, rhomboids, a little bit of neck work. Let me show you so you've got an idea of where you're working. So here's trapezius, big triangle of muscle. Upper trapezius refers to the muscle across the top of the shoulder. Attaches to the base of the skull, as do many other muscles. Right down to mid-back, this all attaches to the spine. And the rhomboids go from spine to the shoulder blade, otherwise known as the scapula. So these muscles coming across. Okay, so I'll start with our oil. First of all, you're going to get hold of the trapezius. So call it a pinch, it's more like a grab. So you're going to, this sort of motion, you're going to hold on and just gently squeeze and hold, and ask your person to take some deep breaths as you firmly hold the upper trapezius and squeeze it. And you're just allowing the muscle to release some of that tension it's holding on to. Ask the person to focus on relaxing as they exhale. Now you want to be putting your hands on your knees, Jim, on your lap. And that just helps relax the arm muscles and the shoulder muscles, so the weight of your arms is supported. So again, I'm going to take another big grip of muscle. So Jim's got a little bit of oil on his skin, but you can do this through clothes with no oil, or with a tiny bit of oil, but you want to have a bit of friction. You want to be able to grip on without slipping off. How does that feel?
Feels really good.
And this also serves me the purpose of finding out where the tension is, so I can feel that on his left side he's got more tension, so that's helpful for me to know if I was going to do further work. Keep checking in with the person you're working on as to how it feels. It shouldn't be too sore. If it's feeling sore, you want to back right off. So the other thing I can do before I put oil on is just some work in that area that I just showed you between the spine and the shoulder blade. So I'm just doing circular motion with my fingers and I'm leaning into it. So you want to get into a nice lunge position. You don't want to be hunched over your person. You want to be using your body weight. Lunge position. You also want to be protecting your fingers and your thumb, so you can do what's called reinforced thumb. So use your thumb for the pressure and the other hand behind. So you can do pressure from the spine towards the scapula. Just make sure you're nice and relaxed, Jim. So you can do circles, so I'm doing circles, I'm doing pressure directly from spine to scapula. And make sure you do both sides, you never want someone to feel unequal. And you can do work with one hand, so just coming in. So I'm basically putting my fingers on one side, my thumb on the other, and doing circles. So into those rhomboids. Once you know the map of the muscles where you're working, you're fine. Just don't go over the bone. So you just want to go deep into those muscles. And whatever you do on rhomboids, it feels pretty damn good. If you find a knot, don't keep going over it and make it twang. You can just hold some pressure. So again, using your reinforced thumb, using your elbow, hold the pressure and ask the person to take deep breaths. You can put your hand on the front just to keep them steady as well. Okay. And then to just get a little bit of oil. I'm using apricot oil, apricot kernel and almond oil blended. You can use coconut oil, you can use sunflower oil, or just moisturising lotion, whatever you've got at home. And this is just really nice, just to knead these big trapezius muscles. So, one hand on each side. This is kind of basic massage stuff, but it's really lovely. Take care of your own hands. Only don't make your hands sore, just do as much as feels right. I'm using my thumbs, I'm getting my thumbs in there because a lot of this tension is around this upper area, which I showed you just then on the diagram. Around the top, work around the top of the bone, around the top of the shoulder blade. I can feel there's a lot of tension on the left side of Jim. So just really kind of, imagine it's bread dough and how you would work with that. Just really getting in there on both sides. Carry on for as long as it feels comfortable for you. Keep checking with your person how it feels. Does it feel okay?
Yeah, it feels great, thanks.
Okay, and then I'm going to go on to do some neck work. So I'm going to put oil on one of my hands and take it off the other hand and ask him to put his head forward, rest your forehead into my hand, so letting the weight of your head fall into my hand. So this just helps relax those neck muscles. And again, circular motions are really nice when it comes to massage, really soothing. So I'm just going up the neck like that. That's the action that I'm doing. So right up to the base of the skull. And you can swap over if you like. But what I'm going to do next is come up to the base of the skull, what's known as the occipital ridge. So right along underneath the hairline from the ear, you can feel it where the skull ends. And if you just go in to that ridge underneath, that's where the muscles of the neck attach and a lot of tension builds up there. Does that feel okay?
Yeah, it's good.
So just remind your client just to relax their head into your hand, so that you're holding the full weight of their head, and that just helps them to switch off their neck muscles. And also remind them to take deep breaths, but also as the person giving the massage, take some really nice breaths, because you want your shoulders to be relaxed. I can feel my shoulders are coming up a bit. So both of you should be relaxed. So I'm just holding the pressure in for a few seconds and then moving along. So I'm going from the ear along towards the centre of the neck, tucking in under that ridge, the occipital ridge, holding the pressure and breathing. And again, both sides, so come along to the right side, under the ridge, pressure in and up. So you're kind of tucking in under that ridge. So the pressure's going like that sort of direction, if you see what I mean. And once you've done the pressure all along, both sides, underneath, you can hold it for 10 seconds each time. And you do some nice scalp massage. So just imagine what's nice when you have your hair washed at the hairdresser. You don't need to particularly have a technique for this other than just, this is just to feel nice and soothe the central nervous system. If somebody's been suffering from discomfort due to tension and headaches, this is good. It's really nice just to help them just to relax. And especially after you've done work around here, if there's tension around here, it can be a bit sore, so it's nice just to finish off with something that feels really good and soothing. And then you can ask them to bring their head up, and then you can use both hands as they support their own head. And you keep going for as long as you feel comfortable doing that, and then you can finish off with some ear work, which can easily be neglected because you think my ears don't do much, but it feels really, really nice to have your ears massaged. So earlobes, and then pulling the ears out. Can't really see what I'm doing very well, I'm sorry, but just kind of kneading the ears, I suppose. Pull the earlobes down gently. You don't want to tug them too much, that won't be very nice, but there's a lot of nerves, especially in the earlobes. And that's it basically. So you can do it for as long as you feel comfortable. Make sure you, the person giving the massage, stays relaxed. Make sure the person sitting in front of you is relaxed. They might need reminding to focus on their breath, to adjust the positions of their arms. And you can play around with it. Once you really know where the muscles are that you're working on, follow your instinct as to what feels right to do. And just, if you keep checking in with what feels comfortable to the person you're working on, you can't go wrong. And you can do 10 minutes, you can do 20 minutes. And as I say, you can even do it through clothes. This sort of kneading work you can do through clothes. It feels absolutely great. I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoy your massage.